So what's up? How you doing today? We're going to take a look at finding that note that you may hear in your head, but you just don't know what it is. And we're going to take a look at a very simple G blues example. This can be in a lot of different keys, different musical situations. We're going to keep it simple, looking at a blues. And now if we are playing in a blues, what I often hear people play, especially kind of more beginning improvisers, is to just go right with the G minor pentatonic or the G blues scale, which is the same thing, just adding that, what they call blue note, the flat 5, and just use that over any kind of blues situation or even beyond the blues, and that obviously works great, but not always. There's sometimes something missing. It's kind of like if you were cooking and you use this one spice for everything, and it was an intense spice. It wasn't something like salt that you don't taste so much the salt. You use salt to bring out other flavors. It's more like you're just dousing it with, hot sauce and every single thing you cook, which some people may say, hey, wait, I actually do that. I love that. And that's an acquired taste. But we want to look at how to get outside of just that sound, just that flavor, So if you're in a G blues situation and you got that G blues scale, that works great, right? Works over all of the chords. So say you're in G blues, you got G or a G7, doesn't matter which, same idea here. C or C7, D or D7, those three chords, that G blues scale, it works great. But when you look at what's in a G chord, there is three notes, just a regular G major, a G, B, and D, and it's called a root or a 1, a 3, and a 5. And what that means, if you don't know, not too important, don't worry about it, but just know that third, that's just one of those notes in the scale. That's a B. If we look up over here, up an octave, here's that B again. That's one of those notes right in that chord. But when we go up to minor pentatonic or blues scale, what happens? Oh, we're not playing it. We're actually dancing right around it. And that's okay, because sometimes we want to play over the chords or kind of against it. This B flat. Oh, almost dropped my pick there. Right, that causes some tension, and that gives it that aggressive kind of bluesy, more rock sound we might want. But sometimes we may want to kind of blend right into the chord and make it sound more kind of sweet, happy, and more like you're playing with the chords and not just over them. And that's all it is. And we could look at, more in depth of the notes all over the place, all those B's, those major thirds for G, and also the other ones in the key of G. So say C, which I'll just mention would be E, the third of C would be E, and then the third of D would be F sharp. But I'm not going to map all those out there, because for some of you watching this, it may be a little too much, a little too confusing, overwhelming. I want you to just focus on just playing the B's on over a G chord for now. And if you want to explore more into the other stuff and you don't know it, try it yourself. It's one of the best ways to get better, is just sit down and kind of figure out the notes and figure out the relationships of, okay, this is C, this is E, so it's a root, of C, going up to the third, okay, it's that shape. You can see, it's the same thing here for the G. And discover that stuff on your own. It's one of the best ways, again, to learn. So hopefully that helps you hear that note that maybe if you're just using the minor pentatonic or the blues scale, wasn't there, and you maybe heard there was something else there but didn't know what that was. And if this stuff helped you, I have a course that I just created, a free mini course called Improvise in Any Situation, where we get into more depth on this topic, but other stuff that's more basic, just getting you going. I know that if you're starting out improvising, you're obviously wondering, I don't know, maybe what to do. But even if you've been playing for a while improvising, you still maybe not sure always kind of, what to do in different situations, different songs and different chord progressions, what key you may be in, or even so, if you know the key, kind of what to do, what kind of scales to use, this and that, and how to shape it into, meaningful solos and things like that. So if that sounds like something you're interested, check out the link down in the description below, and I'm going to have a link there where you can check out more info on it. But I am also going to give you a backing track right now in the key of G of blues, so you can try this stuff out yourself. The course is also filled with lots of backing tracks too, to practice whatever it is that you're working on and learning. So check out the course in the link down below, and I will see you hopefully in the course. But good luck practicing now.